Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We have a lot to talk about. And to my super chat, thank you so very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. I do have an upload after this. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump is fighting back. Giuliani is fighting back. They have everything at their disposal to flip the script, reverse the tables. They have the government at their disposal. Once Mueller is gone, and even before Mueller is gone, they can investigate Mueller now. Deleting text messages. So we'll get to it, and then I'll just meander off into the usual. The West. They deleted text messages between Lisa Page and Peter Strzok. Hi, Blueberry Muffin. Hi, Pookie Bear. Snuffleupagus. I miss you. I miss you too. I hate Trump. I hate Trump too. We'll stop him. We have an insurance policy. We hate Trump, and we're going to set him up with the Russia probe. We hate him. We hate him. And we are making sure that Clinton does not get indicted. That's what the text messages stated. That's exactly what the text messages stated. And it wasn't enough. It's not enough. So now Mueller is like, it was factory reset. We had to reset the phones because people looked at the text messages. This is actually what they said, and they weren't of importance. So we decided to just delete them. And the interesting thing with all of this, I'll read you. The Justice Department, okay, the report said a glitch was to blame. Yeah, right. For the FBI's failure to save the text messages. But the IG, the FBI, because of Comey, it just seems like it's completely utilized to help Democrats. That's it. It's a complete, obviously they do good things, but ultimately, from a national perspective, it is only about protecting Democrats and protecting Clinton. The report said a glitch was to blame, right, for the FBI's failure to save text messages, but the Inspector General was able to recover more than 19,000 from the early part of the Russia probe before Mueller was named special prosecutor. However, the IG said it was unable to recover messages from the time Strzok and Page worked for Mueller's office in the spring and summer of 2017 because the memories of both officials' government phones were wiped clean by technicians. That erasure occurred after Strzok and Page left Mueller's team over revelations they exchanged anti-Trump text messages, including one string in which they talked about stopping Trump from becoming president. The information and the evidence and the texts were deleted and destroyed after it was found out and confirmed that you had two people who hated Trump and wanted to set him up. If the tables were turned, that's all they'd be talking about. The media is complicit. They only care about power. And one of the reasons I'm leaving Twitter, I'll get to that in a moment, is Facebook and Twitter is just an echo chamber. These are not great social media platforms. They're horrendous. Social media, aside from the only purpose of social media should be to like find, contact people that you haven't spoken to in a long time. That's actually a really good thing. Okay. But other than that, there's no point in arguing with people you don't know, which is what happens every single second on Twitter. If you put people, and I don't care if it's sports, who's better, LeBron or Jordan? Well, obviously Jordan. But you put people get into an argument. That's all they do is argue. People generally, if they don't know each other and it's a passionate issue and it's a forum where you can just, you have a certain amount of words, they'll get into it. And it's just not a healthy place. QB, Joseph, exactly. So, thank you, Real News Now. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's like the media is complicit. Trump is the only president who would be able. Wrong Thing Podcast, exactly. Dan Munn, exactly. Omar Pena. Omar Pena, thank you. So the media is complicit, and without the media's help, Democrats don't get away with anything. That's why. And then Giuliani goes, it's actually worse than Rosemary Woods, the Nixon secretary. She erased less than 19 minutes of conversation. So missing 18 minutes of tape of the Watergate tapes. But the FBI got rid of more than 19,000 messages, and the messages from the time Strzok and Page worked for Mueller are lost forever. Giuliani said the Russia probe investigators also should be investigated for using the Christopher Steele dossier, exactly, which he called a piece of garbage, to justify a search warrant on a Trump advisor without telling the court it was paid for. So, do I think it's improper? Yeah, that borders on. That sounds to me a lot more like a false statement than some of the ones they charged. Exactly. Go on the offensive. Go on the offensive. This is an obvious setup. They obviously framed Trump. And the reason they did so was once they got government in motion, people in government, and you saw this nauseating reverence for bureaucracy. You saw this disgusting allegiance, reverence to bureaucracy, to the pillars of government. Once an investigation started, well, we have to let it take its course. Even though you found out the investigators hated Trump, even though you found out that nobody had any evidence, even though you found out the evidence was purchased by Clinton, it still was, let's continue. Let's continue. In fact, let's not just continue. Let's start a Mueller investigation. Let's start a special counsel. Because you had the media and you had hysteria. People, that's why Trump can't just roll into 2020. If he rolls into 2020 and there's not a reciprocal investigation against Democrats, he has a tough time, I think. I still think he'll win, but he could lose. He could lose if he doesn't turn the tables, because the media is it's every single day. Exactly, Dave Whalen. I think 2019 is the year of payback for Trump. I really do. I really, really do. But he has to He has to. There's no trusting the plan and, imaginary people helping out through, salacious message boards. That's ridiculous. Don't trust, push, expect that Trump has to fight back. If he doesn't fight back, I mean, think of all the accomplishments. He's achieved so much in just 2 years. Like I said, getting Kim Jong-un and Moon Jae-in, peace between North and South Korea, is a paradigm-changing moment. It is a paradigm-changing moment. And so, but even that's not enough. Even that's not enough. And that's the thing. It's like, when you don't get credit for what you've achieved, you allow, and the media simply just creates its own reality. Prison reform, Van Jones called it a miracle, Christmas miracle. And then you have Facebook and Twitter, where it's like Facebook and Twitter it reinforces just the true believers on the left, reinforces all their nonsense, reinforces. He worked with Russia. He worked with Russia? Yeah. Facebook ads? Oh my God. He's Putin's puppet. He's bringing home Americans from war? Oh my God. Oh my God. He's bringing home Americans? This is a horrible, horrible, horrible president. He's bringing home Americans from war. Almost 10,000. Everyone should be happy. Everyone should be, thanking Trump. Lawrence F. Lawrence F. Text messages are never erased on the phone. They are, but not on the network. All that needs to, yeah, it's true. That's true. Wow, I never thought of it. I didn't think of that. Text messages are never erased on the phone. They are, but not on the network. All that's needed is one text to link every single text written. Very powerful move. Like I said before, he's a cleanup guy. Lawrence F., you're 100% right. Lawrence F., by the way, I'm going to build my second Amendment channel big time in 2019. It's going to be awesome. Mitchell Smith, thank you. Luke St. Martin, thank you. Eric H526, thank you. So think of all the unhealthy, stress-inducing, nasty elements of our society. You have the media that just hates Trump, has no value system, doesn't even care if there's peace between North and South Korea or President Trump is bringing back Americans from war. They don't care. And you have Facebook and Twitter, where if you say, like, for example, some guy called me a lunatic, then I told him to, and I used a bad word. HA used a bad word. Bad HA. And I was suspended for 7 days. Meanwhile, like, people have threatened my life. Twitter's like, oh, whatever. And this guy who angered me, he did the best thing. He actually got me thinking, do I even need Twitter? And you don't need Twitter. You don't need Facebook. I deactivated my Facebook account. It's fantastic. And then I told you, like, Facebook's like, you can still come back. Come back to us. And I'm like, maybe should I do an Instagram? I might do an Instagram from my gun channel. Tell you the truth. Maybe not. Probably not, because it's owned by Facebook. So no, I won't. But you have social media that's complete crap. And I hate when people like talk about it. Johnny M, I know. I hate when people talk about it like it's this new amazing thing. Like, like Facebook like was all the rage. People still talk about social media is so important to get the word out. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not important to get the word out. No, it's not. A good product, a good article, a good video segment on YouTube, that gets the word out. If you're selling a product, the fact, if it's a good product, or if you're communicating some kind of something, you could just get an email list. So, I mean, DM me your emails, and I'll set up actually also a Gmail account just like tomorrow or the next day or tonight or whatever. And I'll tell people if you want notifications of my work, of these videos, of my books, of my articles, I'll email you them. Okay? Email is still better than social media. Email. And you know what's even better than email? The phone. How about that? How about the phone? How about just, utilize a phone call? Samuel Stafford! Is there any way we can recover those deleted texts? Who is Mueller's Rosemary Woods in this scenario? We need a second special counsel to investigate Mueller. Samuel, thank you so very, very much. Your support means a great, great deal to me. As always, thank you. And Happy New Year. And thank you, Samuel. Mueller's Rosemary Woods is the FBI tech department. Probably some unknown people. Probably some, low-level workers who were just told to, hey, you go ahead and factory reset. But there's still some tech. Wait, I said factory reset. You want to get fired? Okay. So it's probably some low-level person or people. And we do need a special counsel to investigate Mueller. We need a special counsel to investigate a whole lot of things. Mueller, the Clinton Foundation, Clinton, email server. We need the tables. We need to even the scales of justice. That Lady Justice is like, holding, it's like the scales are uneven. We can recover those text messages just like Lawrence F. was saying, because the information is on the server, the government servers. So, Samuel, we can recover the text. Lupe Stella, hello. We can recover the text messages. We need to form a special counsel. And Mueller's Rosemary Woods is really just some low-level person. Really, that's you want to get fired? Matt Fields, back to MySpace it is. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Lady Both, and Happy 2019. Merry Christmas, Matt. Thank you so very much. And Happy New Year to you. Happy 2019, Trump 2020. Absolutely. I got what I wanted with Trump. I got Americans home from war, and hopefully he continues. Joseph Arbuckle. Where in the world is Brian Pagliano? Exactly, Joseph. Exactly. Can you imagine Joseph and Matt and Samuel? And thank you again, all of you. Thank you. Could you imagine the people who flip and sing? Oh, flip and sing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at the flipping and the singing. Brian Pagliano, Uma Abedin, those two, it's game over. Then there's got that guy Justin Cooper. Oh my God, David Kendall, her main lawyer, Heather Samuelson, Cheryl Mills. I mean, it's endless. Hey, this is MSNBC. See why U.S. voters overwhelmingly opposed Trump from 2016 to 2019. No, they didn't. He gained in the Senate. This is the first, like the fifth time in 105 years, something like that. They didn't overwhelmingly oppose. It was a nonstop media blitz that I didn't realize would actually affect, the media is more powerful than I thought. Every single thing now is trying to just, disparage Trump. He needs to, and he will. Oh, what did he write? This is hilarious. CNN and others within the fake news universe were going wild about my signing MAGA hats for our military in Iraq and Germany. If these brave young people ask me to sign their hat, I will sign. Can you imagine me saying no? We brought or gave no hats as the fake news first reported. There's so much fake news. There's so much. The media is just, what he needs to do is, thank you again, Samuel. Sarah and Rap, based on my name, I love transparency. Dump FB and Twitter. I got a Parler app. I like it way better. I have to look at Parlay. I have to look at the Parlay app. But my thing is, I kind of just want to retreat. Sarah and Rap, I agree with you. I mean, FB and Twitter, Rehoboth Farms, yeah, they definitely, I'm sure, have it on the server. Sarah and Rap, I agree. My thing is that, how does it help me? Because Twitter is just, it's just mostly negativity. Facebook too, it's mostly negativity. And 2019 is going to be so positive for us. I think that, it's going to be the year of Trump fighting back. I really, really do. And then if I'm still on Twitter, I'm going to have to argue with people who are trying to justify their criminal behavior, everything, no, you don't need Phoebe Beach. You don't need, like, I'm not on Twitter right now, and you can see Trump's tweets without, they just type Trump. You don't need to be on Twitter to see any tweet. You just type the person and you can see. You need to be on Twitter to see, like, people's responses and things like that. Like, communicate with people. But I'd rather communicate with people, like, through my live streams. It's, Ramla Farah, hello. HA deactivated my Twitter account. Thought you would be coming back. Just wanted to say thank you and keep going. Saying what they did to you. Love you. Ramla, thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm going to deactivate it as well. I'm actually just going to tell off a bunch of people that I don't like. And I'll be like, yeah, what's up? How you like me now? I'm leaving. I'm leaving you. Bleep, 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 bleeps, bleep, bleep, bleep. And I'm just going to be like, tell off a whole bunch of people and then leave. And then deactivate the account. But Ramla, thank you so very much for always watching, for your kind words. And 2019 is going to be a fantastic year for everyone. Thank you, and Happy New Year to you, Ramla. Thank you so very much for just your kind words and always watching. And just for your solidarity, my God, thank you. Eric H526 as well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's just so, like, Lawrence F. Oath of office has been taken by all elected officials. What is violation for going against the oath? Oh, they tore up the oath. James Comey did not protect the Constitution, preserve and protect. He tore up that oath. No more of that. Basically, he's like, the oath to protect the Constitution, FBI oath to the Constitution is, I, H.A. Goodman, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose or evasion. They did not do that. I, H.A. Goodman, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter, so help me God. So, yeah, that didn't work out. You know, how are you defending the Constitution of the United States against all enemies? You think Trump is so basically he thinks Trump is an enemy. So in their world, Trump is an enemy. He's the domestic enemy. You know, the 63 million people who voted, they're just, fat and smelly. So Lawrence F, thank you. Yeah. And you know what? When I build it and I actually get a chance to actually get like a live stream going or speak to people, I will reach out. Lawrence F, thank you. Robert Buckner, Lawrence F, thank you very much. Robert Buckner, sometimes you're full of crap, but not today. Keep up the good work. Robert Buckner, thank you. Thank you so very much. I try to limit the crap the crap output. I'm trying to limit the crap output, but thank you so much. Robert Buckner, you're awesome. And Happy New Year to you. Thank you. I think Robert and Lawrence and Samuel, 2019 is going to be a great year. Matt Fields. Matt Fields for the bridges. Yeah, you know what? It's going to be I think that Trump he has to turn the tables, but see the thing is he needs the DOJ to do that. He needs help. My God, he needs some help. Help, I need somebody. So, it was just a mistake. So that's their thing. Just a mistake. It wasn't on purpose. It was just a mistake. Robert Buckner, thank you. Lawrence F, thank you. Samuel, thank you as always. Samuel. Inga Hicks. With the campaigns of 2020 coming in a few months and lots of HRC buzz, how likely do you think HRC will run? Any chance she'll win against Trump? I think that if there's no investigation regarding Clinton, she'll run. Actually, even if there is an investigation, she'll run. I think she'll run. She'll lose to Trump. I don't see anyone defeating Trump. The only person I don't see anyone defeating Trump. I will say though that the media will go so intensely against Trump that if he doesn't have a special counsel against Clinton or Mueller or James, at least start with Comey or McCabe. I mean, McCabe already has a grand jury. I think he could lose. There's a chance that he could lose if he doesn't turn the tables. I do think Hillary will run. So I think Clinton will run. And when she decides to run, Beto and all of them will, because she's like the queen of the Democrats. They can't really, they pretend they don't like her, and a lot of them don't like her. But she basically she owns the Democratic Party. Hillary does. Not even Bill. It's just Hillary. She just owns the whole thing. Donna Brazile wrote in Politico that basically Clinton owns the Democrats. Let's see. Inga Hicks, let's see. Let me type in. Let's see. There's so many reports that she's running, and I believe she's going to run. Please God, not Hillary. She doesn't care. Clinton does little to dampen 2020 speculation. Please, Hillary, don't do it. CNN. That's so funny. See, um, I mean, them winning the House is probably the best thing ever for Trump's chances because we get to. I'm actually happy that, even though I'm actually happy they won the House, because we have to stare at the country has to stare at Pelosi for 2 years, which is absolutely fantastic. And Clinton's like, hey, wait a second, I'm still in play. So I think that she will run. She'll lose, but they'll all fall in line. Thank you, Inga. Thank you. The secret spaceship. The MSM has helped divide the country and restarted the effing Cold War. Exactly. You should list the fake newscasters from WikiLeaks in one of your articles. You should list the fake newscasters from WikiLeaks in one of your articles. Which fake newscasters from the MSM? There's many. WikiLeaks is pristine, though. WikiLeaks, they only publish pristine emails. But yeah, the MSM has divided the country big time. Big time. Secret spaceship. Thank you. Big time. And they don't care too. It's just about power with them. They really don't care. They do not care. They don't 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 care. They care. Oh, let's see. Clinton 2020. Hold on. Oh, the Washington Post. Hillary 2020. Trump better hope not. Yay! Why Hillary Clinton will be well positioned to win in a rematch. Oh, yeah. Totally. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. This guy's from Yale who wrote this article. Wow. Oh my God. While Trump welcomes the Clintons, he may find himself regretting if voters come to believe they made a mistake and look to Clinton to rectify the wrong. Like Nixon and Reagan, Clinton can win the presidency in 2020. Nixon and Reagan had more charisma. Well, Reagan had infinitely more charisma, and Nixon, believe it or not, had a lot more charisma than Clinton. Al Capone has more charisma than Clinton. Lots of people have more charisma than Clinton. The only time Clinton is like somewhat amiable is when she's drunk. Hillary will run again. Wall Street Journal. Reinventing herself as a liberal firebrand, Mrs. Clinton will easily capture the 2020 nomination by Mark Penn and Andrew Stein. So that's the thing. I mean, Trump has to turn the tables. I want HRC bring all the skeletons out. Biden would get roasted. Creepy Uncle Joe and Crooked Hillary would be hilarious. Yep. I agree. Amy. Yeah, I mean, I think she'll run even with the special counsel on her. They are so deluded. They're so delusional. They are so brainwashed. They need another loss. The Democrats, and even then, they might not. I mean, this is a situation where you're talking about people who truly believe that Trump worked with Putin to create Facebook ads. That is a conspiracy theory. But he needs to start either indictment or special counsel before she runs. Inga Hicks, thank you. What can HRC run on when Trump delivered so much of his policies? What can she promise that Trump hasn't already delivered? Meaning, why is she bothering? Inga, she's bothering because of power. Pure and unadulterated power. Clinton runs on power. She's not like me and you and everyone here. They just want a happy life. I just want a happy life. I just want a normal life. I just want a normal, happy life. Her happiness is power. She wants power, and she has power. A tremendous amount of power. She has people that worship her. She has people that say, yes, Amy in Connecticut, that's a good ticket. She has people that worship her. She is a criminal. She is a 2-time presidential loser. And she can be a 3-time loser, and people will still worship her. She could be in prison. People will still worship her. She just wants power. She just wants the ability to influence U.S. history and power. What can she promise? She can, through the media, they can absolutely mitigate all of Trump's achievements. Prison reform is an amazing achievement. This prison reform will better communities that the Democratic Party should be focused on helping. Prison reform is important for all Americans, especially communities that are hard hit by economic, recessions and depressions and violence. Prison reform was a Christmas miracle. A Christmas miracle. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. They don't care. 10,000 Americans are being brought home from counterinsurgency conflicts where half to 2/3 of all the Americans killed and wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan were the victims of IED blasts. Do you think MSNBC cares? Nobody. They don't care. Peace between North and South Korea. North and South. The Korean War never ended. After 1953, it was a ceasefire, still technically going on. They were shooting at each other and launching missiles and all that stuff. Exactly. Thank you, Inga. Yeah. How many people have been in jail for possession of marijuana? This is crazy. I was at the gym years back, and this guy's like talking about his girlfriend in Oklahoma. And she went to jail for possession of marijuana, possession of a plant that's infinitely less harmful than alcohol. This is like against God. This is against nature. This type of thing. But yeah, I mean, all of these achievements, that's why I'm starting a website. I've reversed courses. I was going to start a website on democratic hypocrisy. Now I'm just going to focus on something positive. I'll try to be more positive in 2019. That's when if I'm not near any social media, I don't have to be like sucked into like any conflicts, which is fantastic. But 2019 is going to be a very positive year for Trump supporters, positive year for conservatives, positive year for independents, positive year for people who just cannot stand the media. They cannot stand the media. Clinton is like a moth to a flame. She will not know when to quit. And it's very likely going to get her in legal trouble again. And once that happens, Trump is not a guy to, first of all, Trump is probably every single night. I can't wait until the indictments hit because that's the type of personality he has. But also, Trump is like a spider's like he's like a spider and a spider's web. He's just waiting. He's waiting for them to slip. Um, when they slip, it's going to be a different ballgame. Um, Marlene, I will. I will. I'll check that out. Buy log on Orange. Kimberly, yes. Remember Trading Places? That was a great movie. That was a great, 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 great movie. Um, it's check out my upload after this segment. There's going to be an upload. But yeah, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cohen, that whole thing, he was not in Prague. And even if he was in Prague, that doesn't mean anything. The dossier, Christopher Steele could have found out that Cohen was in Prague and said, oh, he's in Prague. It's so stupid. Like, people don't use, like, the Democrats have no logic. Evidence corroborating a key dossier allegation against Michael Cohen is stacking up. No, it's not. They could have simply found out he was in Prague and then said, oh, yeah, he was speaking to people. Where are the intercepts? Where are the cell phone intercepts? Where's the evidence? He would have been charged on that crime. Was reportedly near Prague. Yeah, he was in Europe, apparently. Didn't he visit Europe? What did Michael Cohen say? No? Oh, that's hilarious because he knows. Have you ever been in any location in the Czech Republic asking for several hundred million friends? Oh, that's so funny. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. How witty. That's so witty. David Korn, that's another journalist who actually worked with the FBI, or linked to. And then one journalist in the Atlantic, oh, he told David Korn, yeah, right. How do you know he told David Korn I was in Prague for one afternoon 14 years ago? 14 years ago would not be Russia collusion nonsense. That's the thing. This is Twitter. My blood pressure's already, I'm already getting angered. Thank God I'm not on Twitter. Oh my goodness, the time I've wasted with the funny named socialist anarchist people who, when I was on the left, thought I was like, Newt Gingrich. Michael Cohen says no. Ha. These conspiracy theorists are sad and pathetic. Like, he would have been charged with espionage. Or he would have been charged with espionage. He wasn't charged. The guy was already going to jail. I mean, they're digging up like the same Steele dossier and Cohen in Prague. The agenda comprised questions on how deniable cash payments. Oh yeah, were made to hackers who had worked in Europe under the Kremlin direction against the Clinton campaign to do what? To let people know that Clinton was cheating Bernie. Britton Johnson. HA, great to be on again. Bless you and your family. God bless you. In 2008. Gustafson. Oh my God. What a great. Oh my God. What a great. You know what? This is Gustafson's chance. That fight was epic. Epic. Epic, 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 epic. The last one. Oh man. Wow. This is Gustafson's chance. He's the only guy who could. John Jones is probably one of the greatest fighters. I mean, you could say the greatest UFC fighter of all time. Um, Daniel Cormier, of course, is one of the greats, also, if not one of the, if not the greatest. You could make a case that Cormier is the greatest, even though he lost to Jones. But John Jones is, I think, one of the greatest fighters of all time of any combat sport. And Alexander Gustafsson, I think, can. I mean, we'll see. But this would be the only chance that John Jones would lose. That could lose. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Um, it's going to be amazing. Brent Johnson, thank you. Keep America great. Exactly. Brian. Hey, H8. Now we call MSNBC News organizations blogs. David Corn is a blogger, and they write immature, poorly researched blog posts. Pretty much. This is a new way. CNN is a trash blog. New York Times, that's a blog. Brian, I agree. It basically, and sometimes you get more information from blogs. And a lot of these liberal journalists, they were a part of disseminating the Steele dossier, like BuzzFeed, who was suing the DNC before they lucked out, and the courts said, "Oh, by the way, you're not going to be on the hook for defamation because it was an actual investigation, which it should never have been an investigation." But Alexander Gustafsson has a similar body type to John Jones, and he's tall and long, and he's just gonna that was one of the most competitive fights I've ever seen of John Jones. Really, it's just really amazing. Gustafsson's awesome. We'll see. Maybe I'll pay for that. I don't know. Brian, I agree with you. I agree 100% with you. It's true. You have these liberal journalists who he's actually going up against the media. Thank you, James. Thank you. He's going up against the media just as much as Clinton. Like, the media is an extension of the Democratic Party. The media is absolutely an extension of the Democratic Party. An absolute extension. So, ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Thank you so very much. I'll be back later. Check out my upload. Definitely check out my upload. And it'll be up. Check this channel in 10 minutes. And I've been having such great live streams and such great days without Twitter. It's like, I don't even need Twitter. It's like amazing. So that guy did me a big favor, actually. He didn't even mean to. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Thank you. I'll see you later on tonight. Thank you.